guest today, a sister that's doing a lot of stuff in the community. She has a really traumatic as well as a victorious story of her life and what she's done with it. And so, without further ado, I'd like to welcome to the show for the. This isn't the first time. This is probably the first time we hear it. Um, I'd like to welcome to the show Sister Ruby Clark. Okay, right.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. For the purpose of time, I'm not going to go into an extensive dialogue about who you are. I'll let you tell your story, and let's dive into it.
Okay, so of course, my name is Ruby Clark. I'm from Paterson, New Jersey. I'm a twin. I'm a sister. I'm a mother and a grandmother, aunt. And I don't really call my story traumatic. I just think that I had to go through what I had to go through for somebody else. So I never want anybody to feel sorry for me because I got to the other side. So as a teenager, as a young girl, baby, basically, I had endured some things that we rather not talk about and did not talk about. And as a result of not speaking about the things that I had endured, I became angry. I became promiscuous. I mean, all those things that happened to me, what I became was because of silence. Nobody ever asked me what happened to me, and I never told anyone. So we grew up, where I came from. I grew up in Paterson, New Jersey, in probably poverty, stricken areas where things that was happening to me, it looked normal. Actually, a cousin of mine had been going through the same thing, and she was younger than we were. However, I had a baby at 13 years old. Then my mom died when we were 14. We became homeless, uh, and I eventually moved in with my boyfriend, where he started beating me. So there was domestic violence, plenty of mental health issues. I didn't know what was going on, um, and my life became unmanageable. And I didn't ask for help or anything like that because everything looked normal. Everybody looked the same, until the drugs. And I always worked and everything like that. As even as a young girl, when I was too young to work, we were always able to work. So it didn't seem unnormal. It just That's how we grew up. When my mom died, we knew that we had babies. We had to do what we had to do. We were ready to be go to a shelter rather than move to Florida with my grandmother because this is all we knew. That's all we knew. So we was comfortable living the way that we lived, and we didn't think anything other. Um, the reason why I mention all this because Ruby's vision is my life. All the things that I had been through and grew out of, and got to the other side. I see in the streets, in the city of Patterson. The young girls, the way they're walking around, they're dressing, and using drugs or drinking and party. There go I. That was me, and I thought I was that chick, and I didn't know any different. And nobody ever asked me, ever asked me what happened.
Wow. Your story is one that is inspirational. We don't have enough time to dig into it because we're going to bring you back. We had some technical issues this morning, so we're a little behind schedule. Shout out to my brother, my cousin, my co-host King Henry, who couldn't join us today. As I mentioned, we're having some technical issues on his end, but I still felt that we needed to bring Sister Ruby on because her vision is so powerful. As she mentioned, Ruby's vision. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Ruby's vision, so that the audience can understand what you meant when you said Ruby's vision?
Ruby's Vision. It's a nonprofit 501c3 organization based out of Paterson, New Jersey. Ruby's Vision is Ruby Clark. You know, everything that I built Ruby's Vision on was from my vision that we knew that we had to help. You know, and it wasn't just about substance use. It was about us not even knowing the people that we were dealing with. Homelessness um, isn't just about substance use. Homelessness isn't just about mental health. Any one of us, me right now, $1 away from being homeless. When I was a correctional officer, I met a young girl and she had killed her baby. And she was so stigmatized, you know, they treated her so bad. But nobody ever asked her what happened. But I did. And I identified with the pain. So I wanted to help babies, you know. They had the what they call it, the drop off, and when you could take the baby to the fire department and stuff like that and drop them off. However, that wasn't where God was sending me. He wanted me to take care of mothers and children and try to keep the families together. So that's where Ruby's Vision came from. I My sister said Ruby's Vision, and I thought that that was a great idea. So we work really tirelessly to help mothers and children to either stay together or return to their parents, because we know for a fact, it's a fact that the children are more in danger of mental health by being separated from their parents. So we at Ruby's Vision, we help people that is homeless, women and children who are homeless or at risk of. There's fathers today that also are raising their children. So we give a big hand up to our men today, you know, because men is stepping up. They're stepping up, and I'm so excited about that, and trying to keep their families together the best that they can. So we want to be a part of that uh, to help our, especially our black and brown brothers and sisters. Listen, I'm not racist at all because I love everybody, but we just got to put it out there. Our black and brown brothers and sisters, we struggling. We struggling.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why I think what you're doing is special. That's why I wanted to have you on the show. Although we're kind of crunched for time because of our other obligations. As I said, I think that your story and what you're doing in the community is so powerful and so impactful that I wanted to get as much time as I could with you, so that we can at least introduce the first segment of this podcast, which I'm calling Ruby's Vision, and we'll bring you back when we can to initiate more information and to give the listeners a better feel for who you are and what you're doing out here in the community. I too, from Passaic, and lived in Patterson for a lot of years, and have seen just the community as a whole go through so much. With drug abuse and things of that nature, and unemployment and homelessness and things of that nature. So, I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate you and let you know that we here at WNT9 Talk Radio Love Unity Podcast will always bring information and spotlight stories like yours of people who are doing their thing. For those who are interested, I believe the address is 305 Broadway, Patterson, New Jersey, 07501. And why don't you go ahead and give the listeners your contact information as well as your phone number.
Uh, Um, First of all, we're going to be moving. So thank you for
Okay.
that. Our new address will be 34 Broadway.
Okay.
And our telephone number is 856-543-9996. My email address is rubyclarkrvi@gmail.com. We're going to have an open
Okay.
house. We have a lot of different programs going on. And please stop in, give us a call, email, or anything like that. If you're looking for help, we want to assist you. Thank you.
Sister, hold on. Somebody's at the door for us. So let's see who that is. Somebody wants to join us. Peace. My sister, how are you today? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Shanika Finley, my sister, a close collaborative and partner with Sister Ruby Clark. Just wanted to stop in, say hello. How you doing, sis? What's going on? Can you hear us or is your mic on?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm blessed and highly favored.
Your face is a little
Can you
blacked out.
hear?
Can you get some light on your face or is that because your face is a little blacked out? Sorry, Sister Ruby. I figured I'd surprise you with this real quick. I know you don't have much time, but I know how you and close my sister, you how close you and my sister are. So I wanted to bring her in and let you ladies just chat it up for a minute because I understand that my sister has been inspirational and helping. Sis Shanika, why don't you just tell us about what Sister Ruby means to you in your life and in your walk and what you deal with?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shanika Finley Morgan. Um, I joined Ruby's Vision. Okay, first I went to the care. I went to C-Car classes in Kearney. The program
You're,
I decided to join because I've been put out of work, and I
you're breaking up
got
really
my
bad, sis. You're
my
breaking up really bad.
specialist. During that time, I was in class. The facilitator gave us a lot of different resources. One second.
I want again
Okay,
thank
can you hear me
Sister Ruby
now?
for this time frame because I
Yes.
know Sister Ruby has to go, but we're gonna get this part in real quick and let Shanika just finish her, and then we can close it out. But go ahead, Shanika.
Okay.
Are you-
I joined the C-Card class, which entails to the ins and outs of becoming a peer recovery specialist. Ruby was one of the young ladies that the facilitator gave me the number, and she's an resource center. So I called her and I kept in touch with her 2 times since I've been interviewed. And I started life story alone. Had I identified with a lot of her story, her personal life experiences. Um, I gotten to know Ruby very well. I enjoy doing a lot of things that we do at Ruby's Vision Inc. Basically, to sum it all up, is to help the homeless and rescue, reunite babies and you. And that those 2 things alone is a very big inspiration for me. Ruby inspires me. I love the things she do. It's helpful for me to be a better woman alone. And I just think that God has put me there for a reason, and there I will stay.
Thank you, sister. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you taking time out your day to come out and give Sister Ruby some flowers. It's important that we here at WNT9 Talk Radio Love and Unity Podcast shine the spotlight on people in our community that are doing good things and that are out helping and saving lives and helping others who are in a struggle or in a challenge. Um, both of you, as we've had discussions in the pre-production part of this, are doing fabulous things. I'm so proud that I've had the opportunity to have met you both. Of course, my sister, I'm just so extremely proud of her. And she is for the listeners who don't know, this is how I met Ruby was through my sister. So I surprised Ruby and just brought her on the
Yes,
show. She
you
didn't
did.
know that she was coming. We tried to keep that a secret because Shanika will also have her own podcast coming up in the next couple of days or so. So I wanted to bring both of these women on and let them, you know, spread the love and the joy of what they're doing and how they're helping other people. So Ruby, I know you got to run. Um, why don't you go ahead and close us out with what whatever you want to say to the folks? Because we could do this all day, but you got stuff you got to do, and we're behind in schedule. So I do appreciate you. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you close us out real quick, and then I'll come to you, Shanique, and then we'll wrap it up.
I just want to say thank you. Nice surprise. Nice surprise. Shanika means a lot to me. I When Shanika walked into my office and things, it was funny because I wasn't gonna take any more peer recovery specialists. I was over it, and she stole my heart, and she's been a big, very big inspiration to me, and also she has taken on this role, and like she just ran away with it. So like she has her and another young lady that is a part of the organization. They have brought so much value to the organization, just by her going so hard, and she reminds me of me. And I'm like, wow, I can't let her go. So we trying to find um money, uh and yes, we need to say that because we are a nonprofit organization, so we are ran by grants and donations and things of that sort. So our people that is with us, they are interns and volunteers, but everybody needs to make a living. My girls and my one gentleman right now, they're making a big difference in the community. We need to give them their flowers now. So I'm working hard to make sure that we can get stipends or anything like that to help them out. We all in this fight together, and I love Shanika. It's like I've known her forever. Thank you
Absolutely.
all.
Why don't you go ahead and let the people know where they could, how they could contribute to Ruby's vision, resources, time, money, whatever they have. Why don't you tell them where they can, how they could get that action started?
We have a actually we have a donation button on our website that you can always donate to on the website. My email address is Ruby's Vision. No, that's not it. It's Ruby Clark RVI at gmail.com. Our telephone number is 856-543-9996. If you want to come in to take a look at our resource center, which will be moved, we'll be moving in on October the 1st at 34 Broadway in Patterson. Um, just stop by or call, email, or anything like that. We can use the help. And we for not just for our participants but for staff. We want to keep the staff so we can continue to do the work that we're doing.
Absolutely. I appreciate that, sister. And, I personally will come by the location and visit it and maybe do something live from there just to make sure that we continuing to promote the vision, which is Ruby's vision. My sister Shanika, I'll go ahead and let you add a little bit closing, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this thing up. It's been a marvelous segment. I really don't want to shut it down, but we
Me
have other
neither.
obligations. But Sister Ruby, I'm telling you, we'll bring you back. This is, and I will plan an event to come up there and broadcast something live, and hopefully my cousin, my brother, and my co-host King Henry will join us, and we'll shoot something from up there. But go ahead, my sister. I love you and I'm proud of you. So I'll go ahead and let you close us out.
Um, uh, just to piggyback just 1 second off of what Ruby just shared. Um, I have went for my first time to her pink tie gala, and to see the love in the room was amazing. Um, there is always a barcode on, like she said, our website. There's also barcode on our flyer. Daryl, I'll send you the flyer. One of Ruby's flyers. I'll send it to you Tuesday when I get in the office. Again, like she said, you can always more than welcome to stop by. We love to have people to do presentations. We love to go out to do presentations to different organizations. So just keep that phone number on speed dial and come and check us out. I'm gonna close us out with the Our Father prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive those who trespass and those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, sisters. I really appreciate that. And for the listeners, please visit the website Ruby's Vision inc.org. There's a lot of information there, and let's continue to support these sisters, as well as the rest of the members, and let's make sure that we stand up and stand tall to make sure that the vision and the hard work that these sisters have put in isn't in vain, and that we keep them open. As she mentioned, it's a total. They don't get a lot of help from government stipends and things of that nature, so it's up to us. We need this in our community. So I urge everyone to dig in, help out, whatever you can contribute, is if it's your time, if it's your money, if it's your resources, all of those things will be put to good use. Once again, thank you ladies for joining me on the show. Shout out to my brother, my cousin King Henry. Love you guys, and till the next time, let's keep love and unity in our hearts.
Love
Peace.
you too. Thank you both. Thank you all. I love you, Shamika.
Love you, Ruby. Have a good day. I'll call you later.
Bye bye,
Okay.
girls.